In the last video, we told you that Polkadot would set a bear trap before going up, and that's exactly what happened. We also mentioned that Solana would look to test this structure before aiming for a big upward move, and its price has indeed risen. In this video, we'll reveal what we think about the short-term crypto outlook and share our long-term vision. As you saw in the introduction, Solana, just like the entire crypto ecosystem, gave us great opportunities to take long positions in the market. It just so happened that the last video, where we shared all these ideas, was a recording of the live stream we did that same morning for the Crypto Insight Premium community. On that day, we expected the market to drop to specific structures for each asset, where we would then look for long positions. What we aimed for was a minimal risk, to be blunt, a ridiculous stop loss in order to go for a wide profit margin, something like a 5-to-1 or a 4-to-1 ratio. What we were really after, as we explained, was a black swan event, that breakout to the upside that could multiply our profit factor, going from a 5-to-1 to something much higher. If we zoom out a little, you'll see that, ultimately, they did offer us that breakout. I'll explain what we think for the long term and what this could mean, but notice how, from a small stop loss, initially, we were able to secure a 3 profit over the weekend, with it rising to 12. And of course, we believe the party isn't over yet. But look at how we explained this in the last live stream that we shared with you in video format on YouTube. And I've said it before, here's the key. Take Solana, for example. It's more of the same. Here, we can wait for it to drop, look for the buy here and make a trap. That would be ideal. Just look below this point. It would be awesome. And then we can also look for that buy to see if it makes the move. And if it catches you long, assuming it makes a macro breakout, of course, the 5-to-1 means making a 5-to-1 stretch with the stop loss adjusted. In the end, what is it for? This is your 5-to-1, right? But if you're already in the market and it makes a macro structure breakout, do the math. If you follow Crypto Insights videos and look at the 1-hour time frame in the crypto ecosystem, we've been bullish from way down. Ultimately, we had been considering the possibility that regarding this downward impulse, we were experiencing a complex corrective pattern, and we speculated from that point that we might be witnessing the beginning of what is now clear, a Z pattern. A pattern that by no means has to be at its final stage yet. So, if you're new to this channel and all of this is surprising you, of course, I encourage you to check out older videos where we discuss the long term. And naturally, this is a great opportunity for you to subscribe to this channel. If I were you, I'd do it to make sure you don't miss these kinds of opportunities. Similarly, I recall how we evaluated the test on the median line, even the double contact, in this case with Bitcoin, to look for this type of movement. But now, let's take a look at what the market is telling us. In a 4-hour time frame, we're considering the possibility of being in front of a truly significant event called a black swan. This could be a catalyst that changes everything. Since March 2024, we've been caught in a massive downtrend channel. Many retail investors thought it was the end of the world, that crypto was worthless. They've created an extremely aggressive pessimism for months. That's why this event comes as a surprise to many. Certainly not to Crypto Insight, but it does for the average retail investor. Let's not fool ourselves. And it hasn't caught other technical analysis crypto channels off guard either. I have no doubt they take a lot of inspiration from us. As I was saying, here we have a very relevant event. What could be a black swan that drives us into a bull market? Speaking in terms of the medium to long term, remember, we're in a 4-hour time frame. Let's see what Ethereum is doing. Pretty revealing. This weekend, on Sunday, I opened TradingView from my phone and noticed that they were breaking a key structure we had been watching closely. A break! They finally did it on that Sunday. A very important event. Very, very relevant. As I mentioned earlier, just like with Solana, Ethereum also comes from a downward impulse, where we now have its W, a weak Y, and now we could be forming a Z that might still have some room to run. But keep this phenomenon in mind. They're generating a black swan, and the way they're working on what we think has been an accumulation process for months in preparation for a bullish move. They've done it in such a deterministic way that it doesn't surprise us at all, and supports the hypothesis of continuing to look up. Now take a look at the BNB chart in its 4-hour time frame. We've been tracking this structure, this trend line. We were willing to forgive this fake out, which we didn't believe for a second, as they frequently make it look like a break, only to return to the structure seeking liquidity, which we speculated could be Wyckoff's last point of supply. And then, yes, they break it as they should. As we've been speculating, and as you can now see, the real black swan for Binance is happening right here. It's happening right now. And now take a look at what I've shown you. We've created an anchor for a horizontal creek that runs through here. Now you'll understand why, as the Crypto Insight Premium team and I were working on short positions since early this morning for intraday trading. Today is a day for shorts. Keep in mind mind this video is being recorded at 1 p.m. Spanish time, and the live session took place at around 30 a.m. So for today, if you want, I'll explain it later. It's a day for shorts. But in this video, I'm not here to talk about intraday trading. I want to focus more on market sentiment, based on understanding how large institutions manipulate prices to serve their own interests. That being said, here in BNB, we have the breakout we care so much about. I've already shown it to you in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, and now in BNB. Now you'll see the breakout in Solana. Look at how we speculated on this breakout and how strongly it has played out. Long ago, in very distant lands, when a village was threatened by enemies, if this circle represents the village, they would light a fire in a tower, creating a smoke signal. This signal would be seen from an advanced post, where they would replicate the strategy so that the information reached the next village, allowing them to prepare. What we're seeing in Solana is a smoke signal. At Crypto Insight, we've been watching for these signals from early on, but for anyone who has just joined, this is still a smoke signal. It's not too late, but to make it clear, this event is a smoke signal. And look at what's happening with Cardano. The Crypto Insight Premium team knows this doesn't surprise us in the slightest. In fact, we've been expecting this drop from around these points. Sure, you're looking at the 1-hour chart, but if you switch to the 15-minute or 5-minute chart, not just in Cardano, but across the other assets, there were clear ways to look for short positions, which is what we prioritized. Now we expect a point where the market could start moving up again, and I'll explain that in more detail shortly. But before that, welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity. What we think might happen with Cardano, and it will be much clearer on a 4-hour time frame, is that we could be seeing a creek breakout. Initially, it may appear to fail as it seeks some nearby liquidity, and then the real move will happen. That's why today, on an intraday level and on a smaller time frame, we were looking for those shorts since the morning, and it makes perfect sense. It seems that what we did this morning during the live session is playing out well. But overall, we remain positive. We remain bullish. Just a moment ago, I mentioned that we're experiencing a Z pattern in both Solana and Ethereum, which makes us think that the crypto ecosystem certainly has room to rise. We're simply discussing it here. In the live sessions, we talk about how we can trade today, and tomorrow we'll see what trading opportunities arise, and so on consecutively. But the underlying trend is bullish. I think that's pretty clear. Now, let's do something really interesting. We're going to switch to the 15-minute time frame for Bitcoin's chart and study the volume and delta. What are we looking for here? First, we want to see a break of this trend line, but for it to be a fake out. The fake out, at most, could reach this defense zone before going up, but they could also be satisfied with what they're doing now, and sooner rather than later, they might return and continue upwards. That's also a possibility. Honestly, it's hard to tell because Cardano might be fine with this move, though I'd prefer it to drop a bit more so that Bitcoin can drop a bit more, making this breakout seem even more deceptive before continuing upward. In the end, that's what we're looking for. But what I wanted to show you is this candle, the highest one, this bullish candle with impressive volume. Look down here at its delta. The delta is green pure ask. What that tells us is that there are trapped longs in this zone. They've been absorbed. And if you look again down here, you'll notice there's a rotation from a green delta to a red delta. Now you should be able to see it more clearly. This rotation, where they first come in, push up, absorb, then trigger sales and drop the market. Do you see that? That's what they've done. And on the other hand, in this candle over here, we have a delta that suggests there are active market sales capable of pushing the market down. The apple might be ripe for them to set a trap, one that we won't fall for before continuing upward. We'll see how this trap plays out and where it leads us, because if they feel like it, they could already be moving up, or they could do a test, fall again perfectly, and then push. All of this is what we'll be evaluating and following throughout the day and the coming days, of course, but you have to think about those who bought here. If we zoom out, I think you'll agree with me. They bought with no clue. Look at where the market has come from. Look at where it's going, and notice who's buying now. On a macro level, it's clear that some people want to join the party, but they haven't jumped in at the best points. There are infinitely better spots to look for re-entries in long positions, as you've seen over the past month and a half. We've been following the uptrend looking for re-entries, and there are always good spots, but without a doubt, this point is terrible. This leads us to believe that retail investors are the ones who bought here. And you have to ask yourself, where are the stop losses for these people? I wouldn't rely on liquidation maps, as no one knows where that information comes from, but you can speculate that the stops could be around here or over there. That's why, if they want to drop the price further, they could test the market, set a trap, trigger the stops, and we'll see how far it goes. They might replicate this move and then finally do what we've been looking for. That's one option. The other option is that the trap has already been set. They recover, test, and go up. Time will tell. Not only time, but also Cardano. Keeping a close eye on Cardano will help us understand when they'll be ready to start the bullish journey. In Crypto Insight Premium, our private and free Telegram community is where we hold live sessions with our community. This is where we look for trading opportunities, whether long or short, in an intraday mode. If you want to be part of these daily live sessions, all you need to do is fill out the form you're seeing on the screen. We'll ask you for only 3 requirements. The first is to be a user of BitUnix or by DeFi using our referral code. You'll find the links in the same form. Second, you must have deposited cryptocurrencies into your BitUnix or by DeFi account. And the third requirement is to use this account as your main futures trading account. In other words, actively trade. Once you've met these requirements, and only after, can you fill out the form, and within 72 hours you will be contacted by email to grant you access to the Telegram channel. And now, congratulations! Our friends at BitUnix have an exclusive promotion for new users in the Crypto Insight community, where you can earn up to $75 in futures bonuses. On this website, you'll find all the information, as well as the terms and conditions, and I'll leave the link to this webpage in the description and the pinned comment of this video. Additionally, our friends at BuyDeFi also have an exclusive promotion today for the Crypto Insight community, where you can earn up to $50 to trade futures. If you make a first deposit of $500, you'll also find all the information on this same webpage, which I'll leave in the description and pinned comment of this video. Don't hesitate any longer. Join our Crypto Insight Premium community and be part of our live sessions. Remember, the link to the access form is in the description and pinned comment of this video. And if you like this advanced technical analysis, let me know in the comments. Also, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so YouTube notifies you of future posts. Good luck with your trades, and see you next time.